merge and burst event. Rather, we have started from this point. Construction of network diagram. What is the activity? Activity is represented on nodes, events. It represented in the circles. This is the burst or merge event. Then preceding and succeeding activity also we have completed. Then we have also gone through this dummy activity. Okay, and then I think this part is also covered. Just we will take one review time to avoid the errors in constructing network. What precautions we should take? To activity starting from tail event must not have same tail event. Already we discussed that the 1 and 2 event, these two event, if it is there, then these two activities should not end here. Okay, following different path. Rather, this is the incorrect way, so you have to go for correct way like this. 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 3 should be indicated by dummy. Then looping error should be avoided. That means 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to again 1. So in this cyclic manner, it is very difficult to understand which activity is depending upon which activity. We should avoid such a cyclic representation. Okay, then in network there should be only one start event and one end event. Okay, so this is already we have gone through. Then direction of arrow should be from left to right. So direction of arrow should be from this to this or this to this. So our 1 to 3, this arrow should be avoided. So again it represents here the cyclic manner. So right to left. If all arrows are from left to right, then we should avoid the arrows from right to left. Otherwise it gives the cyclic way. This is the we have covered the last lecture. Then we will start. Now rules in constructing the network diagram. So we have to follow certain rules. Okay. So what are these rules are there? No single activity can be represented more than once in a network. Okay. And length of arrow has no significance. It doesn't mean that if you draw small arrow or long arrow, it doesn't mean that it is the uh, days are required for that. Okay. Okay. So we'll start. Sorry for disturbance. Yeah, I know. No single activity. No single activity can be represented more than once in a network. That means suppose for circle one, if you are shown number one, then that should not be repeated in the further. Okay, so that should be if if your starting number is one, then next should be two. It should not be again one. Okay, so two again next to that is three or four. Further number should be there. It should not be again one. So that is the rule here. Then length of arrow doesn't have any impact on activity. The length of arrow doesn't give having any significance. Doesn't show number of days, etc. That means small arrow indicate 5 days, the large arrow indicate 10 days. It is not there. According to space, what is the space available with us for drawing that network, we can vary the length of arrows. So length of arrow doesn't have any significance. So this is the one. The event numbered 1 is the start event. So that is the one of the important point. 1 is always starting point, and an event with highest number is the end event. Means suppose 1 is your starting point and 11 is your highest number in that network, then 11th point should be the end point. Is it right? So that is the one thing. So you have to give the number in a such a way that the highest number or the last digit should be goes to the end event only. It doesn't look like good that you are giving middle somewhere at 11 and your end point is showing as a 10th. So that is not good because highest number is 11 and that 11 number should be goes to the last that end point. Okay, so this is the meaning of this. Same is shown here. Then before an activity can be undertaken, all activities preceding must be completed. So already we have gone through these preceders and succeeders. If you go to the forward activities, before that forward activities, whatever the previous activities are there, these must be completed. That is, the activity must be follow logical sequence or interrelationship between the activities. Means you can start two activities simultaneously, no problem for that. But whatever the previous activity is there, it should be completed so that next activity can be start. So for example, if you take that house construction, then foundation work should be completed before column and beam work should start. So like this, that activity should be completed. Otherwise, further activity should not be start. Then in assigning the numbers to the event, there should not be any duplication of the numbers. So suppose from number, suppose node 1, if you have shown 2 arrows, then for 2 arrows you can't, after that 2 arrows, you know that node is coming. Then for that 2 nodes you can't do the numbers like 2, 2. So if you are given number to 2, then further will be 3, like this. So duplication of numbers should be avoided. That is the important part, because otherwise we whatever the calculation parts are there in further, that will be difficulties may be created at that time. Okay. Then important, dummy activities must be used only if it is necessary to reduce the complexity of the network. Okay, so dummy activity always it should not be used. Whenever it is necessary, then and then only it should be used. Otherwise, uh, that dummy activity may cause confusion. Okay, so as much as we should avoid that activities. Whenever it is required, then only we can use the dummy activity. Then network should have only one start event and only one end event. So this is the very important part. Starting and closing of the network should be with only one event. There should not be 2, 3 events. Generally, for starting, always there is one event, but for ending, somebody may think that there may be different things, 3 different things. It should not be there. There should be only one end event. Okay, so this is the important rules for the constructing the diagram. Then we'll go further. So these are the some we can call it as the conventions of network diagram as shown in the figure, that 8.10 ABCD. Okay, so here you can observe the different we can call it as a part of the diagram. So whatever we have studied up till now, merge cell, merge event, burst event, dummy event, how it is represented in the network. So this is the some conventions of the network diagram. In the first ABC, these 3 activities are there. These are the arrows named ABC, and the in the event in circle there are no names. You can consider 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously. Okay, so in this first condition, that condition or rather condition diagram A. In diagram A, which is the first activity? If this question is there, then obviously activity A is the first activity. This is the presider first. For activity A, B is the succeeder. Okay. Then B, activity A and B are the preceders for activity C. So here it is written that activity B can be performed only after completing activity A. Is it right? Means without completing activity A, we are not in position to complete the activity B. So that is the meaning of this. Okay. So B is the one activity is there, that B is the B activity should be completed after completing activity A, and C activity should be performed after completing B. That means obviously after completing activity A. So these are the simple sequence. There is no much more difficulty in this. I hope you are understanding this particular part. Okay. So activity A, B, C, no problem for that. Then next second diagram, if you look at to diagram B, then B diagram, what it indicates? B diagram indicates that activity A is completed from 1 to 2. Then from 2 node, there are 2 activities. That 2 activities are B and C. Okay. So in the B diagram, A activity is preceder and B and C activities are succeeders. Okay. What it indicates? It indicates that activities B and C can start simultaneously. Okay, because these are living from the same node. Okay, at same point they are living. These are, that node may be, second node may be called as burst node. No problem. This node may be called as burst node. No problem to this. So B and C can be carried out at simultaneously, but when these two activities should be completed after completing activity A. So that is the important part. Okay, that we have to consider here. In first case, C activity can be started after completing B and A. But in second point, the C activity can be started after completion of A. Okay, and there is no need of activity B. In another way, okay, so B can be started independently and C can be started independently. Okay, so this is the meaning of this second diagram. Then if you go to the third diagram, again it is represented in different manner. Here, if this is the node 1, this is node 2, this is node 3, this is node 4. Then A and B both are, these two activity must be completed before C activity should start. Okay, so this node is called as merge node, merge event. This is called burst event because from this two activities are going out. Here at this node, two activities are coming. They are ending here. So activity B and activity C are called the preceding activities for succeeder C. So C activity should start after completion of A and B only. Okay, this is the meaning of this diagram. Then if you go to the network, diagram 4, what it indicates? It indicates A activity should be completed before C activity, and at the simultaneously D activity should be completed before B activity. But what this dummy activity indicates, that dummy activity is not shown by dotted line. Okay, where the dummy activity is pointing, it's pointing towards this point, that is towards this activity, C activity. What it indicates? it indicates that C activity should be completed after A and B. That means C activity is not depending on only A activity. Because of this dummy point, that C activity is depending upon B activity also. So C activity should be completed, or it should start after completion of A and B. But for D activity, only B activity can be sufficient. There is no any connection of A activity to this A activity. D activity to this A activity. There is no any connection. If A activity is not completed, what I am saying, if A activity is not completed, only B activities get completed. Then also you can start D activity, but you cannot start C activity. Is it right? So C activity is depending upon two activities, A and B, because of this dummy. And D activity is only depending upon B activity. There is no any relation with A activity. And B and C activities are merging in this end node. Okay, so this is the convention. Activity C must start only after completing activities A and B, but activity D can start after completion of activity B. So same thing is shown here. I hope you are understanding this. If you are having any doubt, please ask me. I will wait for 1 minute. Please ask me if you are having any doubt. Hello? If you are having any doubt, please ask me. Hello? If you are having any doubt, please ask me. I am waiting for your questions. Hello? Hello? Is my voice is audible? Hello? Is my voice is audible? If not, please tell me, please. Is my voice is audible? Hello? Hello? Have you understood these conventions?
Yes.
Hello, I am not getting your reply. Hello, I am not getting your reply. Please, somebody should give me reply. Hello, hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Audible.
Huh?
Audible, sir.
Okay, what we have completed, whether it is understood by you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we go forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is the activities. Okay, some conventions in the activities. Then next part is the Fulkerson rule. Okay, so to decide these activities or to use these activities in the day-to-day life or while drawing the diagram, network diagram, we should use certain rules. Otherwise, what will happen? It may create confusion to us. Okay, so that rule is known as Fulkerson rule. Okay, so what is that rule is there? We will study that rule. Okay, so in the particular rule, there are certain steps are there. So we have to follow that particular steps. Okay, so one by one, we will go through these steps. So step number one. What is the step number one? Number the start or initial event as a 1. So this is given in rule. That first number should be shown as a number 1. Already we have gone through this, that first event, first activity should be shown as a 1. So same thing is there in Fulkerson rule. Second, from event 1, strike off all outgoing activities. Means event 1, from the event 1, only you can draw outgoing activities. There is no incoming activity for event 1. Okay, so this is the indicated by this number 1, or this is the rule. If something is coming to the event 1, then that number should not be 1. Okay, that means from event 1 everything should go out, there should not be any incoming. This is the second point or second step. This would have made one or more event as initial, which which do not have incoming activity. Okay, म्हणजे if something is coming to that activity or that node, then that node number should be 2. It should not be 1. So that is the very simple rule. Okay, what is the first rule? Initial number should start with 1. Nothing should be incoming for that number 1. That is only outgoing activity should be shown from number 1. If anything is coming at number 1, it is not number 1, it is number 2. Then step 3. Repeat step 2 for event 2, event 3 until the end of the event. Means give the succeeding numbers. Give the succeeding numbers, and the end event must have highest number. So already we have gone through this. If 11 number is the last, that should be the highest number. If 11 is the last number and in between somewhere you have written 12, that indicates you have not followed this concursion rule. Okay, so this is the concursion rule. If you want, you can write down this rule also. Example 1. Draw the network for house construction project. The sequence of activities with their preceders are given in table 1. Samartha, you have raised a hand. Any question is there?
No, sir. No, sir.
You have raised your hand, that's why I asked you.
Sir, by mistake.
Don't do such thing and anything by mistake. I have to stop here. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to the one project. That project is we can call it as the first project. So draw the network of house construction project. So for that, whatever the activities are there, please write down the activities. Meanwhile, I will copy the attendance. Hello everybody, please write down the activities required for house construction project. Everybody, I will ask the question, what activity you have written, then we will go forward. Meanwhile, I will just copy the attendance part. Hello, everybody should write down the activities required for house construction project. Hello, it is over. Hello. Hello, whether your task is over. Hello, what are the steps in house construction project? Can anyone tell me? Hello, can anybody tell me what are the steps in house construction project? Okay. What are the steps in house construction project? Is my voice is audible? Hello, somebody should reply. Samartha, is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, so tell me what is the steps in house construction project? Already we discussed a
Which
lot
steps?
about this. Project. What are the steps in house construction project? Just tell me faster. Hello. Hello. Please reply. Somebody should reply. Okay. Our meeting is going to be end. Please rejoin the meeting. Everybody, please rejoin the meeting. I am going to end this meeting. Please rejoin.